morning world. Right, good morning everybody and welcome back to another video and welcome back to Cornwall. I'm looking forward to this today. I plan on smashing out the best part of 30 miles today anyhow, so I'm going to see how far I get, hopefully towards Perranporth, I think it was. No, Constantine Bay. Perranporth tomorrow I'm going to aim for. Just kind of been having a look into it this morning, doing a little bit of editing on the last video. So yeah, productive morning, especially considering it's 5 to 5. Got breakfast of champion to start the day off today. A squashed tuna and avocado baguette, which I only ate out of yesterday, and a can of caffeine and sweeteners. Fantastic. And here we are off and active for a day, well, the first full day of hiking on the southwest coast path. And man, am I excited for this one. So I think I've got around about 5 miles to go to Port Isaac, and 13 miles to go to Rock, which is where I get the ferry over from Pad. So yeah, we're on the ferry today as well, so it's looking like a fun day. Weather's looking glorious so far. I'm looking forward to when I just get over this bank to see what the sunrise is saying. Right, I'll bring you back at the highest point of the whole walk. So I've just come up from Trebowith Beach, I think it was called. I quickly nashed down there because it was public toilets, but they were bloody locked, weren't they? So yeah, gonna have to hold that one into Port Isaac, is it? Which you might be able to see the kind of white buildings back there. That's where we're heading to next. But yeah, it was quite a steep climb coming up from that little port down there. Yeah, cracking morning though, absolutely gorgeous. I don't think this jacket's going to stay on too long. This is a great example of how up and down it is. So you can kind of see that gradient to get down here, but then look up the other side. It's crazy. But yeah, that's where we're heading next. And you can just see Port Isaac in the distance there. And round all the side of that will be Padstow, so that's where I'm looking to be by dinner time. It's just coming on to 6:30 in the morning now, so I'm in a great place for it today. So once I got to the top of that hill, I've hit a much kind of flatter section. It's a nice change of pace for what the morning's been so far. It's also glorious with the sun out. Yeah, still not finding the climbs too strenuous though. Like I said, it was steep coming out of that port, but they're just very short climbs, most of them, so you're going for about 5 minutes or so and then you're going down again. One thing I will say is you definitely need grippy footwear, because it's all kind of screwy paths as you're going down, and yeah, if you had crap grip on your shoes or anything, you'd be absolutely buggered. I've seen some absolutely cracking camping spots this morning. I'm just hoping I don't get the coast to coast curse and see all the brilliant spots on the morning, then absolutely nothing when I'm actually looking to pitch. I mean, look at this behind us. Right on the edge, lovely and flat, grass pitch. Couldn't ask for more, could you? Can't knock around from last night. I would have just enjoyed my tent a bit more level, was the only thing. I was on a bit of an angle. I'll tell you what, that corner I turned to get round to Paul's Heath and then Padstow, it took in a lot closer, awfully quick. It's been fields like this for about the past mile and a half or something, and I have been slamming it through it. Like, yeah, I've got the proper hiking pace back on now. You can see Port Isaac there in the background. The headphones are out. I'm going to put these on and I'm going to smash it till I get to there. An awful lot closer to Port Isaac now, and like you can see, looks so much flatter where I'm heading late morning today. So hopefully I can smash more miles out in a much quicker time. than I have so far this morning. The last hour, like, there's been a lot of decline. The inclines haven't been bad at all, but they've been really slow getting down the cliffs and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely slowed us down the last hour. Right, Port Isaac done. Just popped up to the co-op Port Isaac. You have to go right up a hill, like, but yeah, got myself a little treat for making it this far. So I'm going to sit here, chill, get my feet out, and then carry on towards, where did I show in that side? New Paul's Heath, I think it is, and then from there you go past that to Rock, and then it's the ferry, like I say, over to Padstow, which I'm looking forward to, and hopefully get the first corners pasty in Padstow, which I'm looking forward to even more. Yeah, this is the reality of multi-day hiking. Any opportunity you get your feet out. It's a beautiful little spot. I mean, the views just do not stop. Unreal. The problem I'm having this morning is just the wind. Obviously you're just exposed pretty much the entire time until you get into these kind of little coves. But yeah, I'll just record as and when I can really, or just get kind of b-roll footage and put it all together and see what comes out. That's the beauty of a vlog, isn't it? You don't have to plan it too much, just do it as you're doing it. Oh yeah, I'm certainly enjoying this walk anyhow. Glad to have got the harder bit out of the way now. But there is still much shorter looking climbs, but very steep climbs up the tops. So yeah, see if I can get it done any quicker. Still looking good to get to Padstow for dinner time though. And then anywhere past that, I want to get to about the 35-mile mark in total of what I've planned to do by the end of the day. So that would be around the Constantine Bay, I think it's called, area, which would be leave me around about 8 or 9 miles out of Newquay, which is pretty much a halfway point, which I'd get to tomorrow morning at some point. So yeah, looking good. And that is the next destination, Port Quin. There's a good view where we've come from this morning. So it was around about here where I woke up. We're on 2x zoom here, and then right round all this. That's Port Isaac down there, and then come up and over this and then round. Certainly not a bad shift for a Sunday morning. And there is your first views of Port Quin. It's like a tiny little place. I'm glad to be off that section of the path though, because it was extremely boggy. I've just messaged my dad because he's done this leg before. When he was doing the jog, he started from Land's End and up past Boscastle. But yeah, find it extremely boring. I've just asked him, he said the same. He veered off inland quite a few times, and he says there's a lot of good walks connecting places, so I might stop down here and have a look and just see if there's anything more entertaining I can do to get to Paul's Heath, because it's just rinse repeat this. Got no problems with the up and the down or anything like that. It's more the actual path. Obviously the scenery is absolutely immense, the weather's perfect. I'm just finding it a bit boring. But you never know, it could completely change over there. This is beginning to look a bit more entertaining. You see, so I think that point right at the end there, I think that's called the Rumps, and from the Rumps you go around to Pentire Point, and from there we should be able to see Paul's Heath. So yeah, this is the last kind of big stretch for the morning. Look how blue that water is, man. That's crazy. Well, this is a bit more exciting. I've had to come off trail for this lake, but yeah, I've only had a little bit of signal, but I've mapped in a different route to take me to Paul's Heath, so I'll join the trail back up there. But just wanted something different. It was doing me head in that, like, it was just, there's just nothing to it, you know what I mean? Like, obviously the views are amazing, don't get me wrong at all about the views, and the little bays you hit and everything, but it's just the path, the actual path. You can't look away from where you're walking. And I've done what, 15 mile on it this morning, and from Port Isaac onwards I just getting more and more fed up. It was just rinse repeat constantly. Finally touched some white sand on Paulsheath Beach. So I think it'll have been the first time you've seen me kind of like that on the trail. It's the first time I've been like this on a trail, but yeah, my head's just completely gone with it, just not enjoying it at all. Yeah, like I've said with trail walking before, I love how ever changing it always is, and with this it just doesn't seem it at all. It's really not for me so far. But yeah, Paulsheath anyhow, did a little bit of a shortcut, so I cut the rumps and Pentire points out and just cut straight over to here. Enjoying chilling on the beach. This is bringing my head back a bit more, and I had a good conversation with Brian on the phone before, which was good because it does get lonely out here when you're by yourself doing these things, but I'm only 20 miles in, you know what I mean, I shouldn't be feeling like this. So plan is anyhow, Cornish pasty at Padstow. So I've got about 2.5 miles back on the coastal path till I get to Rock, and I'll get the ferry over to Padstow, and then yeah, like I say, get a Cornish pasty, and hopefully those calories will bring us back to life a bit. But yeah, for now I'm going to sit and enjoy this beach because it is cracking. Really nice view. It's not actually that busy either, really. And here we are, just leaving Paulsheath. I did pick up my first local beer to enjoy as we head down this path. First one I've seen, to be honest. Big hazy, big Wednesday. I think I found the perfect place to enjoy this. Big up Jeremy Beer. First time I'm going to try and put out, the wind's probably getting you, but let's give it a go. Just give the drive-by, shot of haze on the horse. It's very, very chocolatey. It should be fruity, but I've got chocolate from that. See how much that camera's wiggling around in the wind. It's pretty strong, like, I wasn't exaggerating. Oh no! Yeah, the beer's good though. So I'm just coming towards Padstow now. You can see it there in the distance, and to me it looks like I can just walk across this beach at this time of day. Yep, I think you can tell what I've gone for. I don't think they'll give me a game. Look at this. This is more what I expected, and I think that's half the problem. Like, I had a vision in my head. I've also been here on family trips with my little, and I've been here on a holiday trip. And when I've seen the folk out for picnics and, you know, just doing the stuff on the beach and that, it's got us, like, I can't lie. Single dad life, man. It's not fun. But yeah, it is what it is. Happy I ended up here at this time of day, and I can just walk it across as opposed to this being filled with water and having to get the ferry over. So I've saved myself the price of a pint of beer, essentially. I'm struggling to see how the Rock to Padstow ferry even runs at this time of day, because look at it, just look. So the actual coastal trail follows this around here, but I just want, you know what I mean, this is the coast, like I'm walking on the coast. I think that's a good description of what I'm not enjoying about this trail. It's if it's remote, it's crap paths, and I mean, like, yeah, they got made what 30-40 years ago and have not been maintained at all. It's just either what, your livestock or humans creating the paths, and it's not gone well, folks. It's not gone well. Folk might disagree with me about this, and I'm willing to have a conversation, you know what I mean, but yeah, it's so I come from the Lake District. You're talking about well-formed paths, that is the mecca of it, but yeah, Jesus, I don't know. But hopefully, if it's anything like what I've walked from the top of that point there, back round from Paulsheath, we're looking a lot better. And we're also looking at the first Cornish pasty. I do have to say as well, this well could be my favourite beach I've ever walked across. You just never know with the trail, do you? Like, it's been panning my head in for hours. I've had to sit at the beach for probably 2 hours and kind of get my head back. and now we're here, and I'm absolutely loving it. But yeah, what's tomorrow going to bring? You know what I mean? Because obviously I'll get into Newquay, and I know Newquay's a long stretch. It's a very built up area. You've got all your supermarkets and all that kind of stuff there. So coming good for me. I can stock my bag back up. But yeah, the best bits I've found on this trail so far are when you get to actual places. And realistically, you've watched the video, there's not an awful lot of them, and I think that's the problem. If it's remote, it just gets left. If it's built up, it's bugger, it's good. Might have to get that ferry after all. Yeah, it looked completely different from back there, and that is the thing with trails. Like I've seen all morning today, everything looks flat. It's not. Everything looks accessible, it's not. So yeah, take as it comes. Don't make unlicensed money. Right, sat and chilled in Padstow for a good couple of hours now, so it's time to get back up into them hills and find a camp spot for the night. Here we go, bit of perspective for everyone. So Padstow, that's where I came over from on the ferry, just over here, and then I've just walked up to this massive monument you've just seen. And yeah, a kind of Cornwall is what I'm going to be enjoying, which is born in Cornwall. It's a local lager. I have had this before and it's absolutely cracking, but yeah, let's give it a tasting for the environment. Oh, it's cold as well. Wow, that right there, people, is an exceptional lager. So it wouldn't be an outbound video without a local beer and some kind of time lapse. So let's get into it. So I'm quite enjoying just being sat underneath this big statue, but I am going to have to get going and find a camp for the night. So yeah, that's the next stop. I've just realised that I never went through the ordeal of the Cornish pasty situation with you, did I? But what I did get to do is go in the Cornish pasty shop. What I didn't get to do was buy a Cornish pasty. So I've got a steak and Stilton pasty, which looks like a Cornish pasty, but there was one traditional pasty in the shop, and it looked like it had a third car over it. So I was, yeah, I'm not buying that for $5.75, you know. So I bought the steak and Stilton one, which is in that bag, for around about $5 or so. It better be good, but that's the first kind of taste of Cornwall we're going to have on this trip. I will say, after 20 miles, the Correvs are blasting my head off. I don't know how well it'll show up in the distance, but that little white sand beach there, that's where I'm heading. More out of laziness than a set kind of place, but I'll take it. I will take it. It's definitely, and I might pass better places tomorrow, but it's definitely my easiest option. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll safe to get my tent in somewhere around here. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I genuinely mean on this one because it's been emotional, man. Look at this for a wild camp. Get the tent on here, like I say, and I'm ready for some sleep. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. So might not be in the ideal situation, but we made it. A Cornish baked pasty with a lovely view. That's it, people. That's it. Catch you on the next one.